My name's Thor, and you're listening to Cage Radio. 3, 2, 1. Let's go, guys. It's Thor here, once again. And today we're going to be talking about someone who's making some waves right now. Someone who is pretty new on the scene. He only just got announced. I don't know how these matchmakers keep track of all these small shows, but there's a guy, and if you haven't heard of him yet, his name is Robelis Despaigne. How do you pronounce it? Robelis Despaigne? Despaigne? Fuck. Jesus Christ. Hang on. If someone else will pronounce it. How do you pronounce this damn name? Igne pronunciation. Okay, let's see.
Despaigne.
Despaigne. One more time. Thank you, robot lady.
Despaigne.
Despaigne. Well, there we go. Robelis Despaigne. I'm sure that we're going to get corrected on this hard at some point. But the name doesn't really matter as much right now. Once we get corrected on it, like we had Francis and Ngannou to figure out the name of. This guy is 35 years old. So in a lot of ways, he's very much like Francis. He's starting late. Very, very late. But he's already been a gold, bronze medal for Cuba in the Olympics. Now, I'm currently in the process of looking up all the information I can about this guy. I can't find very much about him yet. What I do know, and this is the story, I'll read it to you. He was fighting a guy at Fury Fighting Champion 84 when he was fighting Miles Banks, who is some rando, apparently a can. When Mick Maynard, the UFC matchmaker, called Eric Garcia, who is the promoter who runs Fury FC, and he said, "Hey, I'm going to offer that guy a contract." Now, I don't know the specifics, but here's what it says. The decision hadn't even been read yet, but Maynard wanted the hulking 6'7" Cuban on the roster as soon as possible. Garcia recalled to MMA Junkie. All right. Well, damn. So, one thing I know, and I'll try to post some of these with the video, but this Robelis guy is fucking insane. I'm 6'4", very big guy, and I used to fight myself. I don't know if there's a part of me that would ever be able to beat this dude. I really don't. And I was talented at wrestling at the very least. I don't know if there's a way to beat this guy. I don't know who could beat him. I feel like even Tom Aspinall would have a problem with this guy. He's so crazy big, and his athleticism is off the charts. Taekwondo is one of those sports where you either have the next level athleticism and speed to pull it off, or you can't do it. You know, it's definitely not a sport for old folks. And this giant, this massive man is at least bronze level. So his last 3 fights lasted less than 50 seconds combined. Sorry, less than 19 seconds. 100% TKO rate. That's absolutely nuts. I'm trying to think of a guy who kind of reminds me of this, but there really isn't anybody except for Francis Ngannou. Francis, with his record-setting strike ability to punch people harder than being in a car accident. Like, makes me wonder how they would have done together in a fight. You know, you can really just kind of imagine, like, if these two ever got to fight each other. I mean, it's not very likely he would have to join the PFL. But now that he's signed with the UFC, it's kind of a wash, right? Because who knows how long that contract's going to last. Right? I haven't seen the specifics on it. Yeah, look it up. Probably not out there. Probably not. Contract. UFC contract. Let's see what it says. Okay, let's see. It just says that he has a contract. It doesn't say anything about the contract itself, though. So, let's see here. Wow. Nothing. I don't really see anything about the particulars. But the fact of the matter is the dude is getting old. Now, I will say that like some people have genetics that allow them to fight old. Randy Couture, Francis Ngannou, guys like that, who seem to have the ability to keep their prime up into their 40s, early 40s at the very least. Is that this guy? I don't really know. He's gonna have to move quickly if he wants to leave a legacy at all in MMA. I mean, he's already doing some crazy stuff. We'll have to wait and see just how nuts he gets in the short amount of time that he has left. Because what does he have? Like maybe 3 good years left, 5 if we're really pushing it. I mean, he might be one of those guys who can keep it going. But like again, Taekwondo is his thing, and like athleticism is one of the first things to start breaking down. Your ability to like move in crazy ways that only kids can normally do. Damn. I mean, for Christ's sake, he was in the Olympics in 2011. Like, my God. So, I don't know what the hell they're feeding those people over in Cuba, but some of the craziest individuals come out of that place. I really don't know. My thoughts on the matter is that if he gets in the UFC right now doesn't really have a roster of guys who are particularly impressive to me, especially at the heavyweight division. We got Sergey Pavlovich, who 6'3", tank, brawler, smashing people and stuff like that. Yeah, okay, that guy's good. But anybody at that weight class can put people away. Anybody has the ability to. And, Sergey has like an 83.5-inch reach, maybe 84-inch reach. I can't remember. And Tom Aspinall has a 79-inch reach. Luckily for him, he's great on his feet. He's very, very light. This giant dude has an 87-inch reach, the longest that anyone's ever have. Even Stefan Struve didn't have that reach. What? How could this be? What a freak of nature. 6'7" and an 87-inch reach. Oh my God. He should play basketball. I'm kind of floored. Now we will have to see, because I've seen it. Like, he already got caught once. And I think his chin might be a little sussy, because like when he got tagged in the face, it stunned him for a moment. He was like, I think he was not used to taking those kinds of shots. That might be something that's a weakness for him, but he's about to get tested for sure. We're about to find out what he's really made of. I'm excited. I'm excited to see this guy fight. I want to know what he's all about. I really do. But only time will tell. Literally, we know nothing about this guy other than that he's an Olympian. He's been in Taekwondo forever. He's very, very tall. He just got signed by the UFC 3 days ago, and it looks like we're about to have a giant with some very, very high-level athleticism in the UFC, and it may not be for very long because he's old. What else do we know about this guy? That he wears his hair kind of yellow, and he's Cuban? What a mystery. What an exciting mystery. Something that's going to be fun to unfold in the next couple of weeks. Can't wait. Very excited. All right. My name's Thor, and this is Cage Radio.